Hi, this is Numeric Citizen. In today's video, let's talk about task management in Craft. Again, task management in Craft is easy, right? As you can see here, I have 4 tasks in my document, and adding a new one is pretty simple. I can just type at the end of the list, or I can just / start with check, and then I have 3 choice: check selected, uncheck selected, and to-do list. So if I want to create a to-do list from here and continue the current one, I can type some to do right there. So pretty simple, right? And if you are using daily notes like this, you can build pretty sophisticated to-do lists or for task management with a header and a subtitle and things like that. And you can check off some items from the list as you wish. And especially for daily notes, there is something that you need to know about is this little circle here. If you click on that, there's a few options or tasks that you can accomplish with this pop-up menu. You can move tasks to the today or tomorrow or next Monday, or select a date where you would like to move those tasks in the selected date. Or you can also mark all those tasks as completed. I'll undo that. And you can mark them canceled. Undo this. The problem starts when you try to do more sophisticated things with tasks in Craft. The first thing is when you are not able to accomplish a task for a specific date, you want to move that task on the next date. So let's try that. Let's say I check this one and I check this one. So there's 2 tasks that needs to be moved to the next day. So let's go with here and I go move those tasks tomorrow. So good. We move a task that needs to be done for tomorrow. Let's go back to tomorrow. You see, the problem is I don't get the header that stay there, but don't. So I lose the structure to my tasks management, and this is not cool. I can undo that. No, I cannot undo that. So there's the first problem that you have in Craft is the fact that when you are moving things around within the daily notes, only the task objects are being moved around, but not anything else. And I find this to be a bit frustrating. Now, the next problem is there is some tasks in different documents, and there are some tasks in daily notes, like those 2 completed tasks. And if I go on the next day, I have 2 other tasks that are there, and I may have other tasks in any document. What if I want to have a consolidated view of all those tasks? There's a way to do that, and if you notice, there's this ToDo Summary backlink that I'm creating for each to-do. And if I go here, you'll see that there's also those ToDo Summary backlink. So let's go to this document. What you have in this document, is the bottom here. You have this backlink section at the bottom. If you click on show, you'll see all the references where there is some tasks. So let's say I have this document. I can see there's 4 tasks. There is a few tasks also that has been completed on November 18th. And there's the 2 other tasks that are not completed the next day. And also there are some other tasks in some other documents. So it's a great way to have a summary of those tasks. And if you have many tasks in your Craft environment, this list could probably be pretty long. You have to be you have to not forget to put every time that you are creating a new task to create this to-do summary backlink. Otherwise, you won't see that task appearing in this document. So if I click on that, you see this one is not over there. There is no to-do summary. If I go back, this is why I don't see that in my to-do summary section. The other problem is if I want to click on this task right there, it doesn't click itself. It just brings me back to the actual object in the destination document. So I have to click this right there. I can go back, and then you'll see the task has been completed. So this is one of the problem that I see with task management. There is no way to have a consolidated view of those tasks, either completed or not completed. Now, the question that you might ask is, do I use tasks in Craft? And the answer is, of course, I do tasks. I do use tasks in Craft. And one example of that is in my YouTube video production template, where if I open it up right here, this template is created. I'm creating a new document from this template every time I'm producing a new YouTube video. And I do have a lot of tasks that I need to complete in each time I'm doing those videos. And one of the example that I can show you here is what I'm going to do to prepare my environment for recording. So if I double click on this card, you see that there is a lot of tasks that I currently doing each time I'm recording. And the thing that you have to see here in this example is that those tasks will stay there. It's supposed to be completed in one stretch. So there is no need to manage those and put those in the next day and stuff like that. So it's really focused on one task and on one workflow, which is producing a new video. And once those tasks are done, they are done. So if I'm writing an article and I do have some ideas that I don't want to forget, I might create tasks at the very beginning of the article so that I don't forget those. And once I'm done with those tasks, I'll simply remove those. And this is about what I'm using task for in Craft. Trying to do task management in Craft, I think it's lying to ourselves, because Craft is not built for doing any serious task management, and this is why I'm using things 3 for this purpose. And if I expose how the tasks are organized in things, you'll see that there is a section that you can put different tasks, and those sections stay there until there is nothing more to do in this specific section. And the basic requirements to do intelligent task management in any software is to have metadata attached to each task, like a due date, a tag or many tags, or a node field. And as you check those tasks from the list, they simply disappear from the list. If you don't complete a task for a specific date, then the task will stay there until you complete the task, and you don't have to do any manual work around to trying to simulate a moving from one day to the other and stuff like that. If you are really serious about task management, please stop doing that or trying to do that in Craft. I think that the day that you will be able to consider using Craft for task management is when they do something similar to capacities. They recently introduced a way for capacities users to actually do task management from within capacities, and having those action on the task to be transferred to an external task management software. And I think that this is the best way that we could expect to be using Craft, only if there is some kind of integration or intelligent integration between Craft itself and a third-party tasks management application. So that's it for today's video. If you want more information regarding tasks management, I'll put the link to those 2 videos in the video description below. And also, don't forget that you can subscribe to the Craft Bible 2.0 on Gumroad if you want more information related to Craft. So thank you very much for being there until the very end. See you guys for another one soon. Bye.